How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And earlier today I did have the chance to pull Mr. Knight out of the pre-release Black ISO store bundles, and I took him right to rank 3. He is unawakened. He is rank 3. The gameplay you're seeing is rank 3 unawakened, obviously, and on the live server. And I just want to talk about my initial impressions on him. I took him into a bunch of fights, some battleground fights, and that kind of stuff, telling you my worries about the character and my hopes for the character. And first off, I want to say I'm not the perfect Mr. Knight player right off the bat. I did not get CCP access to this character. I think I might be in it this week eventually, but I did not. This is my CCP, is me getting lucky and pulling him from the crystals early. So anyways, so I've not played him before, and so this was like my second fight ever with him, and you're gonna start seeing some big numbers. And when he crits, really he is unawakened. Let me just get this out of the way. Unawakened, he is it feels like a special 1 spam champion. When you special 1, while your phase is changing, they get a sleep passive on them, and you can just punish them with your lights, and the special 1 builds up your light proficiency buffs or passives, so you do more damage with your light attack. Besides that, special 2 I didn't really feel like did much, and it hits like nothing. I do progressively get better in this video, and the most important part of this video I want you to see is at the end. But here we are. This is not buffed Rhino, and basically he works off an injury system. So you see in the top right, there's injuries he's applying. Against most science champions, you want that at least at 2, but obviously build it up as high as you can. The more injuries, the more physical damage they take. So that's what you want to do. You want to build up your light proficiencies and your injuries. And as you can see, by the time you ramp up, you deal tons of damage at the end there. My only concern is he feels more like a ramp up. This is 9.3 Spider-Man Miles Morales, by the way, but he feels like a pretty he starts out really slow and then finishes really strong, but when you start doing other content, there's so much going on. I kind of wonder where he excels over other champions. Like doing this Miles Morales, who gets miss every time he uses a special attack. I don't know. I would probably use maybe someone else. You know, you could just use Nick Fury. I mean, that's easy for an in-game whale to say, right? Just use your Nick Fury, but you know, not everyone has a 7-star, but you know what I mean. I hope that makes sense, but because you have to get these injuries up. Now, this completely changes when he's awakened. When he's awakened, like in Battlegrounds, you start with 2 injuries applied to the opponent, and so you don't have to worry about it, and you can build your ramp much faster. So that's why I was saying in the beginning, his awakened ability is so important, I think, to this character. I think he definitely needs to be awakened, because not only does he start with the injuries, he will also gain sleep charges, and those are very important to make him a very good 2-way champion. Because when he gets those sleep charges, that's like that sleep that you saw in the breakdown video from the official Kabam video, where he's putting the attacker to sleep, right, on defense. So this is a Photon rank 4, and so this is another concern. The meta, obviously Battlegrounds is meta specific. In this meta, I have to, you know, build up my injuries first, so I don't have to deal with her miss. So that already gives her some advantage on me, because she's not throwing heavies. I'm also not baiting them very well. This is like my first fight against Photon here. So yeah, I'm not really doing him much justice here. But I have to build up my injuries, so that I don't have to worry about that miss. But then by the time I'm built up and I have my light passives built up, she throws a special. Now I can't hit her again. It's I think I can play this way better. If I were to go back now with all the practice I have, I bet I could do this way better. But you know, on Awaken, maybe you can see my concern, right? Now here's a cool thing. When when and again, I get punished from the node. That's not his fault. But basically, when battling characters like Photon, where he can't dex, it'll give a unstoppable instead. So you don't take the full damage, I guess. You still take some damage, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, you do have to parry here though, to put on tranquilizes if you don't want to deal with these debuffs. So it's kind of a weird. There's a lot of stuff going on. I know I'm just kind of rambling. I'm sorry. I hope it makes sense. I hope you're getting a good understanding of what he's doing. If you can kind of see the problems maybe I see with him. And this is a long fight. Again, I could probably do this way faster now. This was like my first fight against this Photon. But you'll see at the end against Red Hulk, this is the culmination of all the practice I had this afternoon with him. I watched a bunch of, as many content creators as I could to kind of understand, people who've had him for at least a few more days than me on the CCP server. So anyways, I kind of learned by now I need to just focus on him heavying me and punishing that heavy to build up injuries, throw a special one to build up light proficiencies, and that's pretty much the game plan with him. He does really feel, like I said at the beginning, like a ramp up champion. I don't know, and I started thinking like where would he excel, like really truly, like what does he do differently? And I'm just not sure. I think maybe his purpose is a nice two-way champion you can use on attack and defense in Battlegrounds. I think in long-form content he's going to be pretty good. You can see here that I'm already dishing out those big critical hits, but I'd like to see him at rank 4 Unawakened, but I'd have to finish 9.3 to do that, so I think that's my goal now. But you know what I mean? Like, imagine Cole Obsidian doing this fight. He's probably already bursting him down way faster. This fight does last a while, and I guess that's my concern, is any fight, even in Battlegrounds right now, with an unawakened Mr. Knight, unawakened, is minimum, like max, or minimum 50 seconds, right? If everything's going right, and against those punching up, it's just not very good. But I bet punching down, he's pretty good. So I'm just not sure, I guess. I'm going to definitely practice a lot more. This is him without boosts. This is him without synergies. I want to go and take a look at those and see how that works. But like I said, first initial impressions is if I were someone who pulled this character right away, or was like a lower progressing player, would I rank him up? I think so. If you don't have any other champions in the skill class that fill this gap, but I don't know. But if you can see here, he kind of runs into this problem where, and I'm going to replay that part, where by the time you're ramped and you have all your light proficiencies ready to go, and you have your the right phase on, and you have your injuries up, and now you can deal damage, well, they're at a special 2 and you got to wait that out, and then your stuff starts to fall off. So you try to go real quick and punish, and then you lose track of his power bar. Like, I don't know. So far, it's not 100%. It's not the easiest character for comparatively speaking. So, anyways, I hope this gave you a good idea. He's not bad at all. Like I told my alliance, I'd probably give him like a 7.5 out of 10. Unawakened. If he was awakened, he might be up to a 9. I don't know. I'd have to test out the defense and stuff, and put him on defense and see how he does. Because right now, if he's facing a MODOK, I don't even think he has like true strike. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna experiment a little bit more. I might look back on this video and laugh. But for right now, he's just kind of a decent, solid champion. And with amazing champions out right now, it sucks that sometimes you need a little more. But I'm gonna keep playing. If that changes, I'm gonna have more videos out tomorrow, maybe with synergies and other fights, and maybe I'll learn something. And don't take just this video to heart. Look at everyone else's content, see how they're playing him, because I could be wrong. I've had him for 2 hours, okay, and I've been watching kids while playing. So, so don't take this completely to heart. This is just my initial impressions, my initial thoughts. So yeah, not a bad champion. Just still learning, and I'm sure there'll be some crazy videos out there. But anyways, I think I'll stop rambling. I hope you got a good idea about him from this video, and yeah, stay tuned. All right, y'all take care.